In 2024, MFA is usually enforced for everything from your bank account, your online banking, your social media accounts, and even your work emails and SharePoint access, all that fun stuff. But there is a method out of the box which can sometimes be used to bypass MFA. This is called legacy authentication. This is how email used to work back 10, 20 years ago when email was first created. So we're going to be looking at using conditional access within Microsoft 365 to block access to this feature so it stops people from getting access to your emails and SharePoint using without MFA, because it's very bad, really. So we're in the conditional access section and we're just going to create a new policy. Now we're going to give this a meaningful name so when we come back and look at this in the future, we know what it does. So I'm just going to call it Global Block Legacy Authentication. Now, the reason why I call this global is to show me that I'm going to apply this to every user. So I'm just going to go into the user section and go all users, which is great. Now, we are going to just focus on Outlook in this particular instance. So we're just going to go through to the Cloud App section. I'm going to search for Office 365 Exchange. So Office 365 is the old name for Microsoft 365, but that's still what it is in here. So that's what it is in the back end, which is fine. So Exchange is your Outlook emails that you use all day, every day. So we're just going to save that, which is great. And then go down to the conditions section. And as you can see, there's a couple options here that can use for more granular conditional access policies. But the one we're interested in right now is client apps. I'm just going to hit configure to allow us to choose these. So there's four options in here: browser and mobile app / desktop clients. These are under the modern auth title. Now, this is how you log into Microsoft 365 apps for business, or modern Outlook. This is how you log into Outlook on your mobile device using the Outlook app. This is how you log in via Chrome, Edge, Firefox to the Microsoft 365 platform. So these are considered modern. We don't want to target those for this because that's the way people should be logging in. These two options here, Exchange ActiveSync clients and other clients. Exchange ActiveSync used to be used probably 10 years ago to access your Outlook emails on a mobile device, but it's not needed anymore most of the time. And other clients is any other authentication mechanism that's existed since email became a thing. So we're just going to leave those two on, which is great. Then we're going to go down to the access controls section. I'm going to go to the grants. We're going to block access. So the reason why we're blocking this access is just so it forces people to authenticate using multi-factor authentication, which is great. And it's very, very necessary. Now, down the bottom here, we've got three very important options. Report only allows you to put this policy in and get information back without actually blocking people from accessing whatever they need to access. Now, this is a great way for us to be able to check what we're going to break before we actually break it. So we can try to fix those things beforehand. This includes things like scanned email from a printer. That needs to use basic authentication. So they need to be added in as exceptions, which is fine. We just need to be aware of that before we go through and break anything and make anyone angry at us. And once you're ready and you've made sure we've done this check, we then just go through and select the on button, which hit create. Now, this will go through, it will take effect in 10 to 15 minutes, but then it'll start blocking all those legacy authentication attempts, which is good for a general security hygiene. So there are many other things that can be done in conditional access. This is just the first toe in the pool, really. It can get very, very complex, very, very fast, but it is also a nice, powerful solution. Thank you.